Hello and welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on stage 78 of the Alien Xenomorph from Agora Models. Let's go ahead and get the parts out of the bag. And if you notice the blue tape, that's just because the bag was ripped here. It was just to make sure parts didn't fall out. Hopefully nothing's missing. Those are not usually loose like that. Making sure. And if there is anything missing, I am sure that Agora will gladly replace anything. So we have some screws, some more magnets, 6 of them, part of the tail. Let's see. Not sure which way. I think it goes this way. Had the spine already, and this piece right here. So the first thing it says to do, and I could have done this before, probably should have done this before, is to stitch these two pieces together using glue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the camera while I go and glue these parts together. Probably going to be easiest to do it this way, where I can see the dots on the bottom side. You can see the dots there. But once this is all set up and glued together, then I'll come back, I'll unpause the camera, come back and show you what it looks like. So, I'll be back. Okay, I have that gluing, and we're not going in order because there's another step I can do while I'm waiting for that to dry. Let's see. There are raised sockets and tail parts which fit together. When happy with the glue, glue the two parts together. So these posts will fit into these sockets inside of here, and there are posts as well in here. And it says when you're happy with the fit, glue the parts together, but it's kind of hard to glue them together when they're already together. You got to put the glue inside the posts. So I'm going to just see. And it is a little bit tricky to line these up. So I think what you have to do is first see if you can get them to fit together by lining up a couple of the posts. Let's see, this last one down here is what's blocking it. So, and it pops open on the other end. There we go. And top here, it's very hard to see down inside here to see what is blocking what. That right there looks like it's blocking here. Okay, it is a matter of if you get this thing to go together, I think I'm just gonna run a bead of glue along the edge. Because, there we go. There is a spot here in the middle that's creaking, but I think if I use my pin vise, I can just run a bead of glue along the edge, along the seam here. Pinch it together, and we'll go from there. Put some more glue on here. knock the part over. Like I said, just kind of run it in here in the seam. I don't see any better way than just running it in the seam here. And it doesn't have to be everywhere in the seam. Just a few spots to hold it together, because I don't think anything's going to mess with it once it's put together. Glue there. It's kind of interesting. What I'm seeing is all kinds of different little areas where it looks like the paint was done weird, or not so much the part was glued together in places. And the tail really is going to be just a stabilizing portion. Shouldn't be anything messing with it. It's not like I'm going to be dragging it around by the tail. So this should work just fine. Little spots here and there of glue along the tail. Almost thought that they would glue the tail together. I mean, not glue, but put screws in the tail. And again, the tail is going to be behind the Xenomorph. So I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. So there's the tail, kind of stuck together. Set that off to the side. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this part here. We're going to put these two tab pieces on here, like that. And secure them in place with two of the black screws. And then we're going to put the leftover screw away, unless I lose a screw. I really need to remagnetize this screwdriver. Oops. Yeah, see the screws are literally falling off of here. Try this one last time, then I'm going to remagnetize the screwdriver on a video. So get in there. There we go. So that's got those in place. And the magnets, so we're going to go back up here and see how this is set. If it's set decently enough that I can take the clamps off. Good thing there was nothing in that little bucket there. So it is set enough that I can take the clamps off. Let me put them away. And so this spine piece is going to go on here. You see there's holes through the skin that these will line up with. I mentioned that when I first got the first part of this skin. Of course, it helps if you put it on the right way. Don't know if you heard me say that. I kind of said under my breath the right way. Had it upside down, and I'm going to have to re-glue that spot right there. I'll do that once I have this in place and it's holding it together. Come on. See, for the most part, the glue on this piece of skin could be looked at as a little bit of overkill, other than right down here. So let's put a little bit of glue in there. I didn't get any. Actually, let's go ahead and use this stuff that's right here. Put it back together. And throw a clamp on here so that it will hold. And then we're going to take a little bit of this zip kicker. A little bit, not so much. We're going to drop it into that seam on the inside and the outside. Whoops, that was way too much. Let me dry that off a little bit. Pretty sure it bound that up pretty good. This is where we find out that it removes the paint. Not really. Did not do anything to the paint. So we'll take the Instaset, or zip kicker, as Boyd used to say. Unfortunate that we lost him this year. Okay, that's going to go there together like that, but let's take a look. It did not say. Test fitting 2 sections, seam. Yeah, it shows a green line every time you're supposed to glue something. It does not say that this should be glued together at this point. So now we've got 6 magnets left, not currently sitting on other pieces of skin. We can put this screw away. So last thing we have to do in this stage, let me double check. Yeah, that is the last thing we have to do in this stage, is get the magnets done. So first we're going to take the small ones, just like I've done the last several times I've used the magnets. And there are actually 2 different sizes of the rare earth magnets that I'm using right now. Doesn't matter that they're different sizes, they are just as strong. I did cut a hole in the bag. And that's how powerful the rare earth magnets are. They stayed with these magnets rather than come off of or stay with the metal. Come on. Almost lost those, but they hit my shirt and stayed there. Oops, that one popped on top of the other one. Come on, let go. Okay, so we've got 6 spots on here. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. That's where those are going to go, and the little magnets are going to go on the outside. So let me put a little bit of glue in each of these spots. Like that. And then we'll set a magnet in there. We'll take one of the small ones and approach it, let it pull the magnet down into the spot. Do that 6 or 5 more times. Whoops, that one slid out completely. Do that now 4 more times, and all these will be ready to be left alone to set into place on there. And I wonder if the camera can catch this. So I'm going to put the magnet there. If you watch, the magnet should bounce a little bit. It didn't. And these are the smaller magnets, so they're not going to do much. Come on, get on that hole. They're not going to do much to the bigger magnets. Kind of thumped it a little bit, but not too much. And so these are going to sit there and dry. This, I think, as a matter of fact, I'm positive this is where the tail is going to come out. I'm just not positive if it goes up or down. I think it comes down like that. But that's where the tail is going to come out, and my understanding is there's going to be some magnets. That's interesting. There's no magnets inside the tail right now. How is it going to stay in place? Because even if you put magnets on this side of it, this part is still free to fall off. I have heard the tail can fall off. But regardless, that's not where we're at right now. That is all we have to do in this issue. And I just looked at the next issue, and there's a ton of magnets in that one. But like I said, that's all there is to do in this stage. I appreciate you stopping by for a little bit, watch me build a model. I think it's pretty awesome that you did that. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this content and you want to see more. Leave a comment. I love comments. I answer them. It also helps the channel. It helps the algorithm to identify the channel as at least a little bit popular so more people can find it. Lost my train of thought. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you in the next video or stream.